Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging deep into the AI gold rush. And look, this isn't about some far-off future with robots. This is about a massive wave of money and innovation that is changing our economy right now. It's changing our jobs, and it's even changing the apps on our phones. So let's follow the money and see what's really going on.
Just look at this number for a second. $120.7 billion. That's not a company's total worth. That is the amount of venture capital cash that got poured into startups around the world in just one quarter. And yeah, you guessed it. A huge, huge slice of that pie is what's fueling this AI gold rush we're talking about today.
And this paints such a fascinating picture. You might think this is all happening in Silicon Valley, but it's not. While the Americas are definitely leading the pack, just look at the serious money being invested in Europe and Asia. This has become a global race, for sure.
Okay, so where does all that cash actually end up? Well, it gets funneled into building the very engine of AI. And that engine, as you can see, it runs on three critical fuels: really smart people, tons and tons of data, and some very specialized hardware.
A huge chunk of that investment goes straight into what's become a fierce war for talent. That number right there, that's the average salary for an AI engineer in the US. These are the people literally building the systems that are changing everything, and companies are paying top dollar to get them on board.
And right on their heels, you've got data scientists also pulling in these huge salaries. Now, if the AI engineers are the architects, you can think of data scientists as the translators. They're the ones who take these gigantic, messy piles of data and find the hidden patterns, basically teaching the AI what to look for and how to think.
But here's the thing. Before those highly paid experts can do anything, you need to do something much more basic: data labeling. This is absolutely crucial. It's often a manual job of preparing data to teach the AI. It's kind of like making flashcards for a computer, telling it over and over, "This is a cat," or "This is a red flag for fraud."
And this is a great point because AI isn't just about software. The physical gear is being completely reimagined. We're talking about the powerful chips in our phones that can run AI models right there on the device. That's what people mean by edge computing. We're also talking about massive data centers built just for AI and, of course, next-level robotics. Hardware is a huge strategic battleground again.
Okay, so the engine is built. You spent a fortune on talent, data, and hardware. So, now what? The next massive question is, how do you actually make money with this stuff? Let's take a look at the business models that are popping up everywhere.
So we're seeing two main strategies emerge. First, there's the one we all know, the subscription model. Super predictable revenue, which companies love. But the second one, that's where it gets really interesting, the value-based model. This is where the price is tied directly to the results. So imagine an AI saves your company $100,000. The AI provider might take a 30% cut of that. It's a model that basically says, hey, we only win if you win.
And this is just a killer insight from Antoine Delalande. AI is making it possible to go after markets that used to be way too small to be profitable. Think about super specialized software for one specific industry, like for dentists or construction firms. That's vertical SaaS. By automating the hard stuff, AI suddenly makes it affordable to serve these niche customers who used to be ignored.
A perfect example of this is a company called ElevenLabs. They use what's called a freemium model for their AI voice tools. They give you just enough for free, 10 minutes, to show you how unbelievably good it is. And they're betting that once you hear the quality, you'll have no problem paying for more. It's that classic hook, and it works.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but where is this tech actually showing up right now? Let's move away from the business plans and into the real world. Where are you and I actually seeing this stuff used today? Well, in healthcare for one, but it's not the sci-fi surgery bots you might be imagining. It's actually tackling the industry's biggest nightmare: paperwork and administrative waste. You've got Banner Health automating insurance checks, and Network and Fresno cut claim denials by almost a quarter. It's all about using AI to do the boring, repetitive tasks so that the humans can focus on, actually caring for patients. And it is almost certainly running inside the apps on your phone. Priceline's Trip Intelligence uses AI to make booking a vacation way easier. Papa John's is literally building tools to predict what pizza you're going to order next. Even whole cities are using it. Rio de Janeiro has a chatbot that took the wait time for citizen services from half an hour down to just 5 minutes.
But it's not just giant companies. This technology is creating brand new opportunities for regular people too. Take Amara, who used to work in retail. She started playing around with a simple tool, Jasper AI, to write blog posts for small businesses. Get this, in 3 months, her AI-powered side hustle was making more money than her full-time job, and she had no tech background at all.
But here's the thing about a gold rush. They always have a kind of lawless frontier, and as this incredibly powerful technology spreads everywhere, it brings with it a whole new, really complex set of challenges. So let's talk about the flip side of this revolution, the risks and the new rules of the game.
So, the big question is, what could actually go wrong here? I mean, anytime you have a transformation this fast and this powerful, there are going to be hidden dangers. What are the potential downsides we need to be watching out for in this new AI-driven economy? Well, one of the core issues is something called the black box problem. The AI systems that do all this amazing stuff are so complex that often not even their own creators can tell you exactly how they reached a certain decision. And as Dansha Carroll points out here, it's pretty hard to trust something you can't understand, especially when it's already got a history of making biased calls.
And this whole black box thing leads to some major risks. First, there's bias. If you train an AI on our biased human history, guess what? You're going to get a biased AI. Garbage in, garbage out. Second, intellectual property. If a model is trained by reading the entire internet, who owns what it creates? It's a legal minefield. And finally, you have hallucinations. This one is wild. It's when an AI just makes stuff up. It will state something that is completely false, but say it with total confidence.
So, in response to all these risks, governments are finally starting to step in. The European Union has taken the lead with its AI Act, which is the world's first major law designed to regulate artificial intelligence. It basically takes a risk-based approach. The riskier the AI application, the stricter the rules. It's all an attempt to build some guardrails and create clear rules of the road.
Which leaves us with this. We are right in the middle of an economic shift that's as big as any industrial revolution. The AI gold rush is happening, whether we're ready or not. The question isn't if it's going to transform our world anymore. The real question is how are we going to govern it? Are we going to find that balance between innovation and safety? Or is the rush for gold going to leave us with a world we never really intended to build?